Greetings, dear ones. I'm Kryon of Magnetic Service. And like everything else we present to you, it is the free choice within the human to discern it or not, to accept it or not. It's not in your consciousness at the moment to even believe it is real. And we celebrate you, because this is the free choice we want you to have. We want you to have a discernment where you know it is real and the energy flows into you in a way that you can say, I know it is true, I know it is real. You cannot fool me because I feel it inside my core. That's who I'm talking to. There's a change in here. Now the teacher Peggy, the one to my left and your right, in her channeling she speaks of new paradigms. She teaches new paradigms. She talks about rebirth. She teaches it. That humanity is actually coming out of a dark time. We're going to talk about that later tonight. And what that means for so many of you, especially the sensitives in this room, is a realignment with energy. Now I know who's here. I really do. I know why you came. Some of you have come for profound things, for the healing that you wanted for some time, for situations that you wanted to clear, for new information you wanted to hear about. Others have just come because you were asked to. I know who's here. And what I know is that every single one in the room is an old soul, whether they think they are or not. It is what brings you to this place. And what I want to tell you right now, if you will accept this, I will say to you that this is a cone of safety. And what I mean by that is that you are here receiving an energy right now that is being put to you and given to you and placed within you if you accept it. That is going to strengthen you when you leave. And the strengthening is not what you expect. It's the strength of discernment and consciousness. It is about you believing what you believe. It starts to change that which we call that factor that so many old souls have, where you don't believe you're worthy. Self-worth. How is yours today? How do you feel about yourself and what you might be able to do? When you look at the things that we talk about, do you hear them just as things that somebody else is doing and you wish you could be included? Or is it you? We have come to speak to you, not an old soul next to you. Do you understand this? That every single one, no matter what your age in this room, is experiencing the same new energy on the planet. Now, you have earned this. But if you're sitting there and you don't believe you are worthy, or you are afraid of this energy, let me tell you, you have not understood that you have earned the right to be here. Old soul, you paid the price. And graduation is imminent. And you can't sit around thinking for one moment you don't deserve it. You're not going to get anywhere. You're going to stay in the old energy, and you're just going to wallow in fear if you don't get this one thing. I'm going to talk about that later tonight. I'm going to give you a summary of everything I've talked about for a year. Not everything. God has not given you anything Old soul, you've earned it. How many lifetimes did you have to go through experiencing what you did to come to a place where you finally stand tall and say, I've arrived. There isn't anything else I need to go through. I don't need to suffer anymore. I don't need to be disappointed anymore. I don't need to fear anymore. I can stand up, paste on myself a shield of knowledge and experience, and move out of here. And that's when you start with the new things we are starting to give you. How many of you spend most of your time worrying about who you are? And I'll tell you, a lot of you, and you may not even know that. How do I do this? How do I do that? Can I do this? What is the process of doing this? If you only knew. Do you know how potent your intent is? There are humans in here who don't, but they think they do. And you start with, I intend, dear Spirit, to have a healthy body. I intend to get through life without worry. I intend to stop fearing. And then you're quiet for a moment and your brain goes, even though I don't deserve it. You're going to have to change that programming. I mean now. Because this is the time you waited for. Don't waste this. Don't waste this with unsurety and lack of self-worth and doubt and worry. All of that old energy that just lays there, smiling at you, saying, I got you. Because it does, if that's how you do it. Can the human being really get past that point? And the answer is, oh yeah. We wouldn't have told you this if it were not so. Oh yes. I know who's here. This is family. And I've watched you go through your lives. We've stood next to you. Some of the worst things a human can experience in your psyche, in your Akash. You pull it in with you, and now it's time to see if what it is, experience. So you don't have to do it again. Have you got that? So you don't have to do it again. How many of you want to go back to school? Let's start with grade school. And you'll say, well, no, I graduated. Exactly. How many of you want to go, back and learn your ABCs or to read or anything? No, because you've been there and you've done that and you don't need to. Dear one, I want you to think about this. Because suffering, fear, all of those things, you've been through them, you don't need to do them again. It's graduation time. Time to change into a new paradigm. A soft one. Old souls begin to awaken. And so it is.